What's up, y'all? This is my first time doing a video for Family and Fiance, or Family or Fiance. I might review this show more, but I really had an opinion about last night's episode, so I had to get on here. I had to, okay? This one is LaShondra and Dre, okay? And they're getting married in like 3 weeks. Dre is a celebrity DJ. I'm not sure what LaShondra does for a living. She has two daughters, and he is like their father. They've been together 2 years, and he is like a father figure to these girls. He loves them, and they have become a family. So they're getting married. They have their family coming because their family has a couple issues with them. Okay, so on LaShondra's side, it's her father and her two sisters. Yeah, and then on Dre's side, it's his mother, his homeboy, like his best friend, and is it his cousin or his sister? I don't remember. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. But the one person on his side that stands out is his homeboy, Brandon. I do remember his name. So they go around in a circle, of course, and they ask the family, so what's your issue with me? And everybody's like, well, they either say, that LaShondra's attitude and how she be going off, or they have something to say about the fact that Dre is supposed to be adopting LaShondra's daughters when they get married. And I was very like, why is it that people have something to say about that? Because that's like a very personal thing. It's a personal thing. And I very seriously doubt if she's like, I need for you to adopt my daughters. But she could be saying that. I don't know. Anyway, so the people who had an issue with the adoption were able to kind of like ask Dre about it. This is going to be a very quick video to ask Dre about, hey, so what's really good? Whose idea was it for y'all, about this adoption thing? And I think Dre said it was his idea. To me, it don't matter whose idea it was. He said that this is something that he wanted to do. And people are like, the father is like, her father is like, I don't think that you should do that without consulting the father. Now, let me just say this. If the father is in these children's lives, and when I say that, I mean he sees them and he pays child support, okay? They would have to get his permission in order for something like this to happen. If I'm not mistaken, he would have to give up his parental rights. So yeah, if he's in the children's lives, they would have to get his permission in order to do this. But if he's not in their lives and there's been nothing established with respect to child support and all that, then why y'all trying to stop this lady from getting her man to adopt her daughters if he loves her and he's like a father to them? This is what I'm not understanding. Like, I even listened to other people's reviews and they was like, don't do it, don't do it. Why not do it? I don't get it. But anyway, let's talk about LaShondra's attitude toward just like the whole situation. Or just everything. LaShondra has a problem with his homeboy, Brandon. Dre's homeboy, Brandon. Dre's homeboy, Brandon, once said that her two daughters look different. So he wondered if they both have a different father. And if they do have different fathers, no, not if they do have different fathers, that one of them is going to grow up to be beautiful. And the other one, she's just going to be, she's going to be cool as fuck. Almost as if to say the other one isn't beautiful. And that's how LaShondra took it. And I think that's how I would take it too, because Brandon seems like a jackass. Okay. But she just got so bent out of shape about it because her man didn't check him for even having anything to say about the girl's looks. Don't go there. And in today's day and age, you would be like an uncle to them. And I would keep my daughters away from you, because the one you saying that's gonna grow up to just be cool is probably the one you gonna try to molest. No. Just saying stuff like that would make me want to keep my children away from you. Anyway, Dre was like, well, that's just how he is. I know how he is. You got to kind of like know Brandon to know like him, and just to say, he just said what he said. Fuck it. He's just that type of person. And the wife, or the, soon to be wife, LaShondra, she's not accepting of that. She's like, no, you need to put a nigga in their place when they open up their mouth and start talking about my girls in such a negative light. Because to me, you was calling my daughter ugly. And I kept saying, because he was like, I never said that. Okay, he never said that. LaShondra is actually the one who's saying that. But, she's putting the words in the man's mouth, because it seems like he just said, oh, she's going to grow up to be cool, and this one right here is going to grow up to be beautiful. My thing is, throughout the whole show, Brandon has had some very, 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 very strong opinions about LaShondra, and I did not feel comfortable with it at all. And I don't know LaShondra from a can of paint. I agreed with her, and so did the host of the show. She agreed with her too. I'm sorry, but it's a certain place that your homeboy needs to be at, and he keeps overstepping. Now, I know, like, when y'all are having conversations just by yourselves, your wife wants to make sure that you're representing her anytime, no matter who you're with. If she's not there, if she can't hear the conversation, she want to make sure that you're representing her. So, you definitely need to speak up and let him know. Listen. What we not going to do is talk about my girls. Because just like I just said, those are my girls. We're not going to talk about them. No. And listen. What we're not going to do is, we're not going to talk about my wife. We're not going to talk about my wife. No, I don't care if I just came here and vented to you that me and my wife just got into a big fight. I'm venting, nigga. That's all it is. When you vent to me and tell me, yo, my girl be tripping, she said this, she said that, I'm not like, yo, you need to leave that bitch alone, because she, from what I see, she ain't gonna do nothing but be a headache for you. When you get to be like in your 30s and shit like that, you don't say that to your homeboys. You say that shit to your homeboys between the ages of 15 and like 23. After 23, you don't even say that shit to your homeboys, because at this point, this is like, if that's his girl, this is somebody that's going to potentially be his wife. And you don't overstep and put your toe into their household. A lot of times when people venting about they mate, this need to be you. Word? Stop playing. What you gonna do about that? What you say about that? So what would you like to see happen with that? That be where you need to be at when somebody's talking about their mate. You don't need to be giving like real opinions, motherfucker, because that's their mate. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna think in the back of their mind, this is how he feel about my fucking mate. You know what I'm saying? I am the only one who could call my mate a bitch. My mate, you can't get that. You cannot get that. I'm the only one who could call my mate a bitch. Or I'm not to say he calls her a bitch, but I'm the only one who could have like a negative thing to say about my mate. So I was feeling LaShondra when it came down to that whole situation. Okay? A lot of people was like, oh, LaShondra was getting on my fucking nerves. Okay, fine. She seemed to be a little abrasive, and she called her man timid while they was in front of the lady, the like therapist lady, and he was like, I am not timid. Well, what the fuck are you? When the therapist lady actually in no uncertain terms told your ass, LaShondra and the girls need to be coming first. You can't please every fucking body. He sat there and literally weeped at being able to tell his homeboy, nigga, if you can't stay in your place, you can't like even be around my family. But we saw at the end that he was actually in the wedding. So, I mean, I don't know how things are going, but I hope they're going good. I hope they do seem to be a good couple. But when LaShondra get pissed, which she went off on her father too, but you know what I'm saying? We wasn't there about her and her father. We were there about her and Dre. But she probably got another issue with the father. And it's the reason why she sees it fit to go off on Dre sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as women, you know what I'm saying, our father might have not been as consistent or something like that, you know what I mean? So, because her father was like, out of all my girls, she about the only one who will literally disrespect me. I don't know why she has that thing. People like to say, oh, she gets it from this one, she gets it from that one. Apparently, her outlook on who you are in her life and in her existence is a person that she can talk to like that. You know what I mean? So that's a thing for the family to get over. Maybe they need to be on Iyanla next. But that was just my little opinion on Family and Fiance. I was just like, Nobody else had very strong opinions. It was the father, her father, and Brandon, which was her fiance's homeboy. You know, her father was like, I don't know why they made it seem like he wasn't going to be able to take care of them as a family. Like, he seemed like he the one with the money. He worked with celebrities. He goes all over the world and DJs. So I don't think it was even a question as to whether or not. They said that they wanted him to tell his 5-year plan. And I'm like, why? Why he had to tell his 5-year plan? He seemed like he got, everything in order. He's here making her life better by coming in, stepping in and being a father. And he did say that when he came into her life, her children's father wasn't really in their life. So it would make sense for, if he loves them and he loved her and he married her, for him to adopt them. So I'm not sure why everybody had this little problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. A lot of people was like, oh, it's something that he don't know. No, it's not something that he don't know. It's something that we don't know. We are not in a relationship. We only spent an hour with the family. We don't know everything that's going on. But I'm sure Dre, who just married this woman, knows everything that's going on. And he's fine with it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But peace, y'all. I just wanted to give my little tidbit about Family and Fiance from this week.